welcome back. Today I thought that we would do something kind of organic-y with some watercolor, and I've just pulled out my Masha's watercolors, and this is the 20 pan colors that she made for me, but she usually has this 36 pan sampler that she adds to her shop every once in a while. And I also have like this essentials set, so there's lots of good colors that she adds to her shop and restocks and just kind of changes up every once in a while. And I'm using the 20 pan piece because that's the colors that were some of my favorite, and I thought that it would be lovely to work in some of these. And I'm almost wanting to work in, I don't know, I kind of want to work in the reds and oranges, but I kind of want to work in the blues, purples, kind of teals. So maybe we'll go for the blues and purples and teals. And what I'm going to do is just paint some shapes, and then we'll let that dry and do some mark making on it. And so not really going for anything specific. And I did kind of wet these down to activate them, but these have so much kind of pigment in them that you don't really need to do that. And I think I'm just going to, you know, paint in some organic-y shapes to start with, and then maybe dip in some other color. Not going for anything specific really. So I've got like a main color down, and I could come through and add some water and get some of that to bloom out some more. I could take a tissue and pull some color up if I've got too much color in an area. But I think what I'm going to do is continue dropping color in these while they're wet, and maybe drop in some other colors that can then do some fun stuff in here. And what I love about the Masha's colors is they're granulating colors, so you get some separation in there too if you let these watercolors kind of work and do their thing, which I love. And I'm tempted to add water, but at the same time I want them to kind of do their thing. So maybe I'll soak up some color more than anything. How about that? Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm looking for it to do interesting things. I want hard edges, I want it to bloom, I want just some different things going on in here. And I think I'm gonna pick up this dark color. Ooh, that was good and dark, look at that. Whoa! Alright, I really like what that touch of darkness did. Like, yo, yeah. Just gonna dip a color or two more in here, because why not? Just let them blend and do some fun stuff. Okay, that's super cool. I think what I'm going to do is, after I've done kind of playing and dripping color in here, is I'm going to let these dry so that we can then do some super cool mark making on top. Almost like they're blue geodes or something. That's fun. All right, let's let these dry and we'll come back and do some mark making. So I'll be right back. And real quick, as I'm still thinking, I think that these are the colors there. I think I used forest green, some shadow green light, that might have been the granite, that dark one, tree bark. Oh no, that was tree bark. So I used those colors like right in there. I might have used a touch of that shadow green dark. Just thought I'd mention a few of those colors that are in that set there, so you could kind of see what it was that I was dipping into. All right, I'll be right back. One other thing I want to mention, still wet, but I did notice I had 3 little tiny drops of watercolor outside of these organic shapes. And I just wanted to mention that you can usually, depending on the paper, wet those down and then just with clean water, clean brush, clean water, and then wipe them away with, I'm just using a tissue, but you can get those spots off and kind of save it. And I'm using the Hahnemühle cold press watercolor paper. I just cut a 3-inch strip off of this to make it 9 inches by 9 inches. So that paper works really well just to wet that spot and just kind of pull it back off really gently. So you may have to wet it a couple times and just soak it a couple times and, you know, dab it a couple times. But those 3 spots that were out here have disappeared now. So if you get watercolor where you didn't intend, that might be a way that you can fix that. Alright, we are mostly dry now, and I think what I'm going to do is play with my dip pens in some gold ink. This is just a regular dip pen. It's my Kakamori regular dip pen. And I've got like a little scraps of paper over here that I like to kind of draw on. Well, I guess I'll draw on this one that I've got sitting here. I usually keep the larger pieces for some other stuff. But I like to kind of get started, maybe practice a little, kind of get my, how hard I need to press, just really get some mark making started. And then I will come over here, and I'm kind of thinking, like, maybe we can attach these circles together with some circles, maybe some gold circles. Oh, I like that. I'm just kind of putting some pearls on these little lines because I like that. This pen gives really nice fine lines, but they're lovely. And I'm just thinking, like, what if we had some larger lines outside of here that were kind of overlapping, maybe, and doing something kind of interesting? So we'll get one started. Look at that. Then what if, okay, I'm actually going to switch over to like a paintbrush. What if we now fill these in? Let me put that lid there. What if I want a little tiny, like a little, ooh, how about this? Yeah, like a little one. This is a number 4615 Grumbacher, and it's just a little bitty kind of, oh yeah, see, like what if we did that? Like maybe we do some gold mark making within the color part of those lines. Ooh, I like that. because that gold shines so much that when we look at that in the light, we're going to see all that lovely shininess. Okay, I like that. I'm just kind of having fun here. It's organic, just where the moment takes you. Nothing specific was I trying to get today. I just wanted to have a little bit of fun here with color, looking what the watercolor does in different areas, how they granulate and separate and bloom and make hard edges. It's just about having a little bit of fun with color and texture, really. Which I love texture more than anything. There's a reason why I made textures for photography for more than a decade. I love color and texture and pattern and design. And let's just flip this around where I can get to it easier. I mean, if I just had paintings of textures hanging on the walls, I'd probably be happy with that. Oh, so lovely. Let's just put some up here. And now I'm kind of thinking that we could do with some black, maybe some black lines or pencil lines in the gold lines, maybe. Almost thinking like really fine lines with a Pigma pen, maybe. Just something to give it some extra shape. And before I had time to even think twice about it, sometimes you just got to put that pen down and just let it go and go, okay, here's where I'm going, rather than think too hard about it. I want some black dots in here, but I'm going to grab my Posca pen for that, I think. Oh, that might be too much. Is that too much? I'd rather have the real fine tip one. Where are you at? Oh, here we go. I think this one's it. That's the one I want. This is the Posca one with the 0.7 millimeter tip. And I think I just want to be able to come in here maybe with some dots. I could have picked white, but because I did a little bit of black in those lines there, I kind of wanted black dots. And I just like black dots. They're whimsical. They just kind of add to your piece. I'm not looking for anything specific. Just playing in here a little bit. that. Let's see, I got something right there, probably some gold, but we'll see. Let's see what that is. I think it is some gold because it shines. So what I could do is come back with a few gold dots outside of that. How about that? Ooh, let's do that. Okay. Ooh, okay, I'm feeling good about that. So if you have a little spot where something gets where you didn't think, go back and do some dots or something that make that look really cool. And then that was just my regular Kakamori brass nib. Some people like it, some people don't. I happen to love it, but I don't know, some people can't get it to work like I do. I just dip it and go though. It's nothing really special. So I do like my Kakamori brass nib and the Kakamori regular nib. Super fun. Think I might be there. That's kind of where I was going. I just wanted a lovely abstract shape. I wanted some colors and blooms there in the watercolor. I wanted lines and mark making. And look how pretty that is with the shimmer of the gold. Super good paint day. Hope you enjoyed creating some type of abstract watercolor creation today with me. Let's just peel the tape. I'm trying not to touch it with my fingers. I know I have some gold here. So let's just peel the tape. If you enjoyed painting with me, hit that like and subscribe button. Let's see what we got today. Sometimes all you need is some pretty color and a little texture and some dots that maybe shimmer. Look how lovely that is. All right, and then we could see, do we like it any other direction better? You know, maybe we do. I don't know, I kind of like it that way personally. It's kind of like a triangle, the way I've done some of these. So I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me today, and I'll see you guys next time.